Okay, hopefully I am now on the right episode in the right order and we can proceed from here as normal. So, this should be episode 3 of Dungeon Meshi. Stay with me. Crazy concept, I know. Starting it in 3, 2, 1, go. I like this cute little waddling mushroom that they have here. It's nice when I feel like I've seen one or two other Netflix series that do this. Maybe I'm just gaslighting myself though. Um, I like when Netflix is like, "Hey, we should do some instead of just doing Netflix original, we should do something quirky and silly that is fitting to the actual original series." So, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit nothing, but I don't know. I like it. I still don't understand this opening though. Oh, and I forgot to mention. Um, I forgot to mention while I was watching episode 1, after I had watched episode 2 that I thought was episode 1, that we did in fact get a cold opening with no OP for episode 1. And yeah, the because I know that I commented on episode 2 like, "Oh, usually anime don't give you the OP in episode 1." Guess what? Guess what, me? They didn't. You just you just watched the episodes wrong. Uh I am looking forward to I think that by the time I finish this episode and get into episode 4, I think I'll be able to not comment on the mix up anymore. I think by that point we'll have moved past the initial confusion and nonsense that happened, and I'm looking forward to that. What? What kind of stairs lead to nowhere? Should be, but oh, oh, okay. Good job, Chilchuck. Yeah, it was just there. I was gonna say that seems like he's maybe pouting a bit. Gold peeling? Oh, okay. I'm glad that it's. Thank you, Marcial. I can you not? I mean, I don't know. You, Monka. Audio balancing. Wait, Senshi? Oh god, did I just say all dwarfs look alike? That racist? Ah! Well, I think we can move on from that and uh-oh. This bodes poorly. Oh hey, it's the decoration. That bodes poorly. See, now this is the kind of thing you would expect to see in an episode 1. Am I sure I'm on episode 3? Give me your sword! Okay, but does that actually stop it? Oh, gonna go with no. Something like that happened. How did the story end? Did he make it out alive? It was wait. I'm sorry. I got stuck on the first few words of that sentence. It was my first death? What? I'm sorry. What? I'm going to go back and revisit the end of that story after I finish this video. Crunchy. He's so disappointed. He's so disappointed by the notion that he can't eat one of the monsters. That's a neat shot. Panning across the various sets of armor like that. Very basic, but I don't know. It just looked cool. Uh-oh. Why is it stepping out? Why did it have to go all gangly like that as it stepped out of line? Okay, I feel like I'm starting to notice a little bit more of the kind of triggerisms with the animation. Some movements are just like very loose. You good, Laos? Oh, well, that's less than ideal. Why does he just seem like out of it half the time? Wonder if something put them in a bad mood? Reasonable. Senshi's just cleaning one of his pots over off on the side. What? No, bad plan. But and what he's thinking is, but it seemed to look at me. I feel like that was the kind of unfinished thought that we didn't hear. Was basically, but it seemed to look at me. Get in there, Senshi. Oh my god. Boom. Explosion. Sorry, wrong anime. And now he finds the Dark Souls boss. Oh, you look like a problem. Very creaky. Hmm. There's gonna be some ridiculous twist, I feel like. All right, let's get some action. Ooh. Some force behind that kick. Damn. Uh, well, gonna need to steal another sword now, Laos. That one lasted you, what'd you say, 3 years? Pretty good. You just throw a brick at it? What? It seems. All right, come on. Let's get this explanation. Wow, what am I looking at? What is this galaxy explosion? Brain blast. Okay. But what does that tell us? I feel like the fact that it's an egg is not the major revelation here. Okay. Is that it? Yeah? Of course, that's his takeaway. I. There's still metal. Ah, the infamous Senshi panty shot. Spinning. Oh, that's amazing. Wow, how strong is that staff? See, what? He's imagining the different kinds of creatures that could be controlling it? That's horrifying, by the way. Some of these visualizations are best kept to yourself, Louse. Shoulder check! Uh-oh. Grab the thing. What is that called? Well, your hypothesis was wrong. Now what? You really do. It. I'm honestly very curious what? So the armor pieces are of an assortment of mollusks. And now that he's figured it out, we've gone from suspenseful action to campy physical comedy. I'm here for it. Yeah, your team is still waiting for you to help, by the way. Now is not the time. So the entire colony of mollusks that are embodying all these different suits are all trying to protect this one egg. But why? As I expected, I'm going to continue to relate to Marcel as we discover these monster facts. Oh my god, he's deranged. Uh, he is very excited. Aw. Marcel doesn't want Chilchuck to rain on his parade. Oh, but now that he's talking about eating it, now she's like, no, no, you settle down. That seems very questionable. What is this animation? Oh my god. I see. She's following along, but you can tell that she does not want to be involved. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be eating that. Just because he's using the helmet to. Oh my god. So, first of all, to write the dialogue for Laos, like, there is a goddamn bug flying in front of my screen. What was I saying? To write the dialogue for Laos, the creator of this series very clearly did like a decent amount of research into like anatomy and biology of like various creatures and such, which that's cool in and of itself. But then also they're waiting for you to try it. If he dies, yeah, he's like, oh, they care so much they want to let me have the first fight, and they're all like, let's wait and see how it affects him before we try any. First, yeah, that. So she's like, all right, I'm in. First it tastes bland and then the flavor kicks in. Like my first thought before they even said anything about food poisoning, I was like, that sounds like something you shouldn't be eating. That sounds like some kind of toxin. At best, it sounds like a food allergy. Like how Marcel waits for Chilchuck to eat this stuff before she is willing to indulge. Ew. Yeah, didn't he say he's been in there for 10 years? I don't think I finished my point because once they started eating, they got ridiculous. But also, even with the he's in the background. Oh, incredible. I don't think this is an avenue we should pursue further. End the thought experiment there. Um, but anyways, also the creativity, even only 3 episodes in, the creativity I think that has been expressed through the cooking stuff that we've seen has also been really, really interesting, really neat. He's such a weirdo. Wait, is he just using a sword that has a mollusk in it now? Did I see that wrong? No, that he's just okay. So after eating this thing's whole family, he's now keeping it as a pet. That's so messed up. Uh, this this show has been a riot so far. It is absolutely ridiculous, and sometimes things that are like sometimes things that are like super silly are they're just like not funny when they're trying to be, right? Some things they seem like they're like trying really hard to be funny or like be like, like lol so random for people who are old enough to have seen that as as an expression before. And so yeah, sometimes when things are just like really kind of crazy and outlandish, like I think this series very much is, sometimes it's just not really that interesting. It's not really that entertaining. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, this is happening, I guess. But this series, I think, it very much knows what it's trying to do, and as weird and awkward as some of the stuff has been, like none of it feels forced or out of place, if that makes sense. It all feels very intentional. And yeah, I've definitely been enjoying it thus far. I've definitely been enjoying it thus far. That all being said, one thing I will say is that I am not really sure where we're going at the moment. Like, I feel like episode 1 sort of set up the like, we're going to the lower levels of the dungeon in order to save Fallon from the Red Dragon, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm not. It very much feels like, in a very literal sense, like monster of the week, and combined with dish of the week, prepared food item of the week. And I'm not really sure where we're going in terms of like, I guess transitioning from that X of the week formula into a bigger story. So that's one thing that I guess I'll be paying a bit more, not more attention, but something I'll be on the lookout for, I suppose, as we get through the next few episodes is like, what is the formula that we're following? What are the like, how is the narrative advancing? And yeah, I think that'll just be something that'll be interesting to keep an eye on. And also, as I said earlier, hopefully as we get into the next episode, episode 4, I can leave the whole episode mix up confusion in the past and behind me and just kind of focus on progressing with the show and seeing what more it has to offer. So that being said, that is going to be all for this episode and this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and take care. Bye-bye. In case it hasn't been obvious, I really don't like doing outros.